What's up, YouTube? Marvin 4 here with Great American Survival, and in this week's episode, we're going to be talking to you all about our Connelly Navigator stand-up paddleboard. Now, guys, this thing is awesome. We've had it for about 2.5 years. This thing's been great. We've really enjoyed it. It's done a lot. We've taken it tons of places. And, guys, I hope you'll stick with us. We'll tell you all about it. This video is intended for all ages. First get these boards, you're going to really like them. They're really well made. They do have this top foam deck, which is really like almost laminated. The step pad where your feet are going to go is really comfortable. It originally is really knurled, but ours is really smooth now. We've kind of worn it out, but it's really nice. It's comfortable barefoot or with shoes. It doesn't really matter, but it's just a very nice setup. It's 10 feet 6 inches long by 32 inches wide and has a 200-liter volume. And that makes it where it's rated for just over 300 pounds of cargo and weighs right at 32 pounds itself. The way it's set up with the very wide deck here allows you to stand sideways or surf style, whatever you really want. Allows you to carry lots of cargo, allows you to carry your dog, one of your kids. I've carried my son, I've carried my dog, I've carried all kinds of stuff. I've carried like my backpack, a dry bag. I've carried all kinds of stuff. I do run a GoPro in the front and the rear, but the deck of this is beveled. It's got these really great channels that allows it to channel the water away from the area where you're going to be standing or sitting. If you're looking at doing yoga or anything like that, it makes it where you're just going to stay drier, I should say. If you're in a lake and you're not worried about getting wet, you shouldn't be out there. This thing is very comfortable. It's very well made. Ours has been abused for the past couple years, and it's held up wonderfully. Like I said, the outer deck of this is still really nice, and it's had 2 years of exposure and abuse. And when you flip it over, the very bottom, this black strip is a bump stop. So when you sit it down, it doesn't damage the board. The fin is removable and is really well made. It's held up well. Just have a little set screw, that's all. The bottom is very durable. We've ran it aground, it's been dropped. It is one single sheet of plastic, very well made. It's held up. We've got some stress cracks in it here and there, but it's a full bottom sheet of HDPE plastic, and it's just really well made. The very front, as you see, this is what I'm referring to. People say, is it durable? This thing's been abused. It's been dropped on its front. It's been dropped on the side. It's been dropped on trailers, on the ground. It's had a rough life, guys. But it's held up wonderfully. So towards the end of the summer last year, my youngest son, Caden, he's 10 years old, and he really got where he really likes this paddleboard. As you see, he paddles it really well. It's very easy to stand and paddle. I can paddle it and keep up with him in his kayak with just paddling it on my own. Nothing special, no hard labor and strokes, just regular paddling, just keeping it going. I am using my paddle in its fullest extent. You wanted to go where it's a little smoother, you could just flip it over and it would make it where it's not going to make it where it's not going to zigzag as much, but I'm trying to keep up with my son, and it's pretty easy to do on this paddleboard. I really like it. It's a great way to stay in shape, and not to mention it's just fun. Now when you are out in this is when we're out having a good time. Like as you see here, my son's wearing a PFD, but most of the time when I'm on this paddleboard, I do carry a PFD, but I'm not always wearing it because I love to swim off this. I dive off of it, I have a great time with it, and it's just wonderful. As you see, he can paddle this thing. Yes, he's sitting down, but he paddles it very well. I mean, he cruises in this thing. Now, these girls had never done this, so people are always asking us, is it hard to get started and hard to try out and do? No, it's not. These girls had never done this. We were out spending the day. We were at the beach area over here at our state park, and they wanted to try it out, so we let them. They got out on it, went out, were playing on it, having a good time. As you see, it's just the two teenage girls having a good time. But guys, it's not hard. It's very relaxing. Great physical activity, and it's just a lot of fun. It's very easy to do. And as you see, they just had a lot of fun. Now these things are big enough and stable enough where you can play on them. We've had multiple kids on it having a good time. These are all 18, 19-year-old teenagers. They're all having a great time. The deck is layered where it's very structurally sound. The way it's done, it's got these 2 full-length wood stringers that make it where no matter who's on it, it's just really well made. The wooden stringers make it where it's not heavy. It does have a layer of EPS foam in the core that just makes it soft. Then it's got layers of fiberglass reinforcement, and then it's got another layer of the top deck foam. I mean, the way it's manufactured, then when you got the lower plastic sheet that's on the very bottom, which makes it where if you run out of ground or anything like that, it's just easy to manipulate, and it's just durable. It's handled all the abuse we've thrown at it over the years, and it's just awesome. Our boys love this thing. They get out there, we have a good time with it. As you see, it's very simple to manipulate. It takes some effort to actually flip. Our bull, now, as you'll see here, my youngest son, at the time he was probably 8. This is an 8-year-old. As you see, he grabs the handle, pulls himself up. No problems whatsoever. Very easy for him to do. And like I said, he's a little guy. And it's not an issue. He just pulls himself up and he's good to go. So if you're looking at getting into a new physical activity or just trying to stay a little more physically active, guys, paddleboarding just might be for you. It allows you to get out and get into nature at a different level. It really puts you at water level and just allows you to really see nature. It's amazing. My wife does her yoga, and personally as a guy, I think that is just awesome. It's fun to watch. It's beautiful. It's tranquil. It's just something about it. Guys, make sure you guys take some time this week. Get out there and enjoy yourself. We will put a link down below to Connelly. They've been doing this for a while. If you don't want the Navigator, they have lots of other products, and they're also available at Dick's Sporting Goods. You can pick them up in Sporting Goods if you want to go put your hands on one and see how easy it is to pick up and maneuver. If it's something you're going to be able to load in and out of your car, guys, that's what it's all about. We want you to be able to embrace this activity and improve your physical activity and be able to enjoy nature. And guys, that's what we're hoping you guys will embrace from paddleboarding. And guys, whatever you do, if you have any questions or comments, please shoot them down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And like I said, give us the old thumbs up, press that subscribe button, and join our community. We'd love to have you. Guys, make sure you take time, get out there this week, enjoy yourself, enjoy nature, be prepared, and stay safe. God bless, guys. We'll see you soon.